Hey team, gyms are back and we're all so excited about it, and I'm sure you have all been training really hard. So today I'd like to take you through an active recovery workout that you can complete if you're feeling a bit sore or you just want to stretch and mobilize your body. So to begin, we're going to start with a 5-minute AMRAP. We've got 3 exercises, 8 repetitions of each, and just cycle through all 3. We're starting off with a cat-cow. So in a tabletop position, you're dropping your belly, pulling your shoulders back, taking a big breath in, and then you're rounding your belly button up and breathing out. So you've got 8 reps here. Then we're moving on to a bird dog. So activating your core here, trying to keep your back as flat as you can. You're lifting up opposite arm to leg, squeezing your glute back down to center. So you want to be careful that you're not arching. You want to tuck your tummy in. So think about that leg extending behind instead of extending up. So you're stretching out. 8 reps in total. Then we're finishing off with a scorpion. So on your belly, I want you to bring your hands out to the side. You're going to take one leg behind and try to reach it as far across your body as you can. Hold it for about a second, then come back to center. This is really good for your chest as well as your lower back and your hip flexors. So you've got 8 repetitions, and then back to your cat and cow. Let's get started. Starting with our cat-cows, dropping the belly and lifting the chin. Exhale, round and contract your core in. Onto our bird dogs, really stretching that arm forward, reaching that leg back. Creating length here. On your tummy for your scorpions, peeling your leg back towards your hand. That's it, guys. Try to keep your shoulders on the ground. Beautiful work. Remember, 8 reps of everything. To wake up the spine with those cat-cows. Good work, guys. Keep your core engaged with your bird dogs.
remember to breathe. Really feel a stretch here, guys. 1 more minute on the clock.
Alright guys, next up we have a 10-minute round. So you can use weights with this one if you like, but you don't have to. Nice and slow and controlled, we're starting with curtsy lunges. So stepping 1 foot behind the other, going down real slow, feeling that stretch in your glute and coming back up to center. So we're just doing 5 reps on each side, really controlled. After that, we're gonna go into a bit of a lateral lunge. So have your feet super wide, your toes pointed out. I want you to sit your hips back and lean to one side. So you really feel a stretch through your adductors here. We're going all the way down, back to center. Just make sure you're sitting back in it, you're not leaning forward, putting too much pressure on that knee. So you have 5 reps on each side. After that, we're going into a scat push-up. So this will be new for most of you. It's really good for the shoulders. You can do this on your knees or on your toes. If you're doing it on your knees, you're going to take your knees about 30 centimeters past your hips. So you're coming into a bit of a plank, tucking that tailbone under. I want you to sink your chest, lower it down to the ground, pulling your shoulders around your spine. So it's a really small movement here. You want to think about your shoulder blades kissing together at the back. Then you're pressing into your hands and coming up. So your arms are staying straight here. We're just isolating the shoulder blades. We're doing 10 of these. After that, we're popping up onto our toes for 20 slow and controlled plank taps. So again, activating that core, trying not to wiggle too much from side to side. We've got 20 reps. 10 minutes on the clock, just try to keep moving. Let's do it.
Starting with our curtsy lunges in 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow on the way down here, feeling that stretch through your glute. 5 reps on each side. Moving on to our lateral lunge. Keep those feet nice and wide here. Make sure you feel a stretch through your inner thigh. Awesome job, guys. Moving on to our scat push-ups. Try to keep your arms straight and just work the shoulder blades. Nice and controlled, guys. keep your core tight with your shoulder taps. You can add some weight with those lunges if you like, still focusing on your range of movement. Sit your hips back with those lateral lunges. Shoulder blade back and down with those scap push-ups. Good job, ladies. No need to rush. Halfway through this AMRAP, try to keep moving. Focusing on keeping your hips still with your shoulder taps. Make sure your hips are facing forward with your curtsy lunges. Two more minutes left, guys. You got this. We're almost there. Nice and controlled movements. Always activate your core. Seconds left. Alright, next up we have a circuit. So there'll be 40 seconds on the clock. We're going to have a 20-second rest, and there's 3 exercises we're going to repeat 4 times through. So if you have a band like this, you can use it, but you don't need it. We're going to do, it's called a psoas march, and it's really good for your strengthening your psoas muscle in your hips. It's also a bit like a dead bug if you've done a dead bug before. So lying on your back, you want to try and flatten out that little gap between your spine and your mat. So you're really activating your core here. From there, if you have a band, you're going to pop it around your feet. And what I want you to do is try and lower one leg down to the ground while using this hip flexor to keep that leg there. So you will feel a bit of tension in your opposite leg, and that is normal. So activating your core, one leg down at a time. If you don't have a band, that's fine. You can do this without the band. We've got 40 seconds. After that one, we are going into windscreen wipers. So again, a really good core one. Activating that core, so getting rid of that gap in between your mat and your spine. You want to take your knees over to the right and then use your core to come back through to center. Really small movement here. You don't want to exaggerate it. We're just trying to work all these teeny tiny muscles in your core. And also keep your shoulders on the ground here. You don't want to lift your shoulders off the ground. And then after that, we are flipping over for a plank. With your plank, I want you to really focus on bracing your core. So getting rid of that arch in your spine, you want to tuck your tummy in and up. Really brace. Think about shortening your ribs. And we're holding that for 40 seconds. 4 sets through. Let's do it. Starting with our psoas march in 3, 2, 1. Pop that band around the soles of your feet if you have one, but you don't need one. Really trying to get rid of that gap between your spine and the mat.
Searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping.
Good work, ladies. Stay strong through the core and the hip flexors.
Life is happy, but it's so insane. We must merely make a start.
Moving on to our windscreen wipers.
Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah,
Let's go. Keep those thighs pressed together.
Savannah.
Nice and controlled here. Don't rush. Last 10.
The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung.
Plank in 3, 2, 1.
Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah.
Really bracing through that core, sucking that spine in towards your belly.
The beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a ride. Savannah,
Try not to move here. Stay solid.
Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the
Last 3, 2, and 1.
Let's all take a ride.
Round 2, guys. Let's go.
Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah.
Keep that back flat. Initiate the movement with your core here. Keep it nice and tight. 5 more seconds. Onto our windscreen wipers. Remember to breathe. Let's go, plank hold. We're halfway, ladies. 2 more sets.
Oh, my baby, got me staring at you. So I'm crazy. Won't you bend that back for me? We won't stop. Got your feet both locked. You get to fly with me. I can take you down for a ride. I take you around my life. Jaywalking, crosswalking, lip locking, but you, I know it.
Keep that core engaged. You're doing so well. Last 10 seconds. On to our windscreen wipers.
Oh, my baby. So I'm crazy.
Remember, knees together.
Baby, got me staring at you. So I'm crazy. Won't you bend that back for me? We won't stop. Got your feet both locked. You get to fly with me. I can take you down for a ride. I take you around my life. Jaywalking, crosswalking, lip locking, but you, I know it, you know it, we make it.
Well done, guys. Flipping over for our plank. Keep that weight centered. Try not to move.
Take you around my life. Jaywalking, crosswalking, lip locking, but you, I know it, you know it, we make it.
Let's go. Last round. You got this. Stay strong through that core. Windscreen hypers. Let's go. The smaller movement here, the better. Last plank, let's go ladies, brace that core. More seconds. Guys, we're going to finish this workout off with a bit of a stretch, so you can just follow along with me. We're going to hold each stretch for about 20 seconds and just make sure that you're breathing as you're stretching, getting oxygen to those muscles. that is the end of the active recovery session. Just remember, if you are training hard, it is really important to slow it down. It is so beneficial for your body. You will still see the benefits. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time.